Welcome back, Ghost Gang. My name is Tim, and this is Spirit Hunters Paranormal 911. It's been raining pretty much all night last night and early this morning, but the storm's kind of gone over, and we decided to come back to one of the cemeteries that we haven't been to in quite a while. It's out in the middle of nowhere. Pretty much the closest house is possibly about 3 miles, maybe a little bit further away. Like a dirt road to get back up in here, and we were kind of concerned on how muddy it was going to be, if we were going to be able to get in here, but it wasn't too bad. It had its spots, but we were able to make it in here. This cemetery, like I say, it's out in the middle of nowhere, and we've been here several times and had some real interesting things happen at this place. The first time we ever come to this place, it was almost like a negative energy around us, like it didn't want us to be here. Kind of had us on our toes, but I don't know, I guess maybe they started getting accustomed to us being here, so they started interacting with us a little bit. Like I say, it's been a while since I've been here. The cemetery is called, we used to call it Dobbs Cemetery, but come to find out that it's called Dabbs Cemetery. I'm here with Tim. He's out there kind of in the cemetery right now doing his own thing, and I'm here at the pavilion. I'm going to try a little session here to see if maybe I can't get some kind of line of communication going. So let's go ahead and let's get into this video. I got a little device I have set up on the table. It's one of our new devices that I've just gotten. It's a lamp, and you know, I've got a lot of new devices I'll be testing out over the next several places that we go, just to see, you know, if they're accurate in what we're due, or if other things can set them off. Now, I do know that these devices, from the specs and everything I read on them, they're a little bit harder for them to go off. They're not as sensitive like your K2s and your REM pods. It's going to have some kind of energy source around it, like a power line, something down that line. So I believe when these things activate, if there's no power source close to it, we got some kind of energy that is around these things. Like I say, I'm not convinced on, you know, how accurate they are, if they're going to work for what we do, but with the new way I'm doing investigating this season, we're going to be more into the lines of being able to verify and prove that we are interacting with some kind of energy there, whether it's spirit or something else. Being able to debunk it, find out if it's stories or what. And I do have a vehicle coming in, so there's someone else, you know, that's coming up in here, so you're going to kind of hear that in the background. Looks like he just turned around and going on down the road. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my recorder here too, see if possibly we can pick up on any voices. So, Tim here at Dabbs Cemetery at the pavilion, doing an EVP session. I'm going to set it down here on the table and kind of back away from it. I'm going to leave my camera pointed at the paralight. I think I'm going to move my phone over a little bit so it can also be in view. And we'll have to back it up a little bit more, so I'm going to move the paralamp back just a little bit further. And I think I need to get something to kind of prop that up. So steal Tim's case here for a minute. I'm going to have to set that there and angle the phone up. That way you'll be able to see the scale, the fluctuations in it, or if possibly anything that is trying to communicate with us. And it looks like it's coming through pretty good on the camera. The Paralight, kind of, I don't know how well this is going to work in the daylight, but I mean, I've tested it out to where, like I say, phones or walkie-talkies or things like that is going to, you know, set that thing off. So, anyways, let's see what happens here. If there's any spirit energy that is here in the cemetery, I invite you to come over and join us here at the pavilion. Tim was out there just a little bit ago, so he's opened up the gate for you, and you're welcome to come over and join us. If you have anything you would like to say, maybe tell us your story, or possibly you may have a message that you want to put out. I have a device over here on the table. This one right here that I'm pointing to, you'll see the little yellow lines kind of flickering up and down. That's a little recorder. Something that will record your voice. So if you have something you'd like to say, just go over there to it. Speak as loud as you can and clear as you can. And tell us what you have to say. I want to let you know that we are just investigators doing research, going to different locations, trying to see and prove that there is still spirit energy around. And you can help us prove that by coming over and interacting with us, maybe manipulating some of our devices, making loud sounds, or maybe move something. Whatever you're able to do would be great, and we would really appreciate it. We've been here before, so you probably recognize us. Like I say, Tim, he's been out there in the cemetery, so you know who he is. And if you don't know who I am, my name is also Tim. So, do not have to be afraid of us. We mean you no disrespect in any way. We're just hoping that you'll come and communicate with us. So I'm going to be quiet for a little bit. If you would come over, like I say, here to the pavilion, I have a couple devices sitting over here on the table, plus a camera. And feel free, if you need any energy, you can use any of these devices to get some energy. But that'll help you be able to interact with us, communicate with us. This is how we basically want to start, is just get you to activate something or let us know that you're here. That'll be a start, and then we can proceed, seeing if possibly, you know, we can get a line of communication coming. So, come and join us. Talk into that little device over there on the table with the little yellow flickering bars. And let us know who you are. Yeah, but I will tell you that's not, you know, too many things can't set that off. You know, but I mean, he said it out there, but if it goes off, we can't really say that it's paranormal.
No, I agree.
You know, but yeah, stick it over there. You know, test it around the phone first and see if that activates it.
Yep.
Test around the paralamp, which shouldn't.
Nope.
Okay.
Just in case. Testing it.
Yeah, the camera will set it off.
Yeah.
It's a different type of,
Yeah,
you know, an energy to it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, come over and touch any of these little devices we have set up here on the table. See if possibly you can use a little bit of your energy and maybe get them to activate for us. It will not hurt you. It's just something we believe that you can use to communicate with us.
No, for background, there's like an airplane up front.
I heard a vehicle.
Maybe I'm not hearing.
I heard that car come up in here. Well, yeah, turn around and go on back out. Yeah, he did. I see a lot of people been up here partying. I guess this is a party capital now up here. Come to the cemetery to drink and
Plastered drunk and
yeah, probably underage and all that.
oh yeah, doing other things that are not PG-13 or appropriate for the video.
Is there anyone here that can come and use this device over here on the table and say hello?
Also note for review, there's droplets of water coming off the building here.
I've heard people say they've come here and done EVP stations, and I've heard a little girl's voice come through. Is that little girl here? Maybe she can come and say hi. You weren't out there very long.
Yeah, about 10 minutes. Was just
I
doing
didn't think you were there that long.
the timestamp on my camera was 10 minutes, 40 seconds. I got to reset some of these settings on my camera. I just like to say reacquired it yesterday, day before yesterday. Go through these settings.
Well, at least you got them back.
Totally, yeah. Had to jump through hoops and do some, incognito stuff. But yeah, finally got them.
Is there anyone here that would like to come and have a conversation with us? Can you use this device over here on the table I'm pointing to? That one that has the yellow flashing lights going up and down? You can talk into that. We can hear your voice when we play it back. That clicking that you'll probably hear, that's Tim over here playing with his camera. Because I know it's picking that up.
I'm going to slide out off into the distance a little bit so it don't
Yeah.
contaminate this.
So, I mean, that recorder, it picks up a good distance around here.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I mean, when you were out there talking, I don't know if I had it on, but it possibly may have picked up your voice out there.
Very nice. Dang, man.
So, yeah, it gets some distance on the recording. Let me see if there's a way of turning the screensaver time off on my phone. Because after a short period of time, the screen wants to shut off even though it's still, recording and everything. But I like to be able to see, what's going on there. Can you come over and touch one of these little devices that are here on the table and see if possibly you might be able to get them to light up for me? I'd really appreciate that if you would do it. Maybe you could tell me if there is anyone here. Maybe you could tell me who you are, or maybe tell me how many are here with us besides me and Tim. Picking up a lot of sound around us. I don't know if we're picking up on any disembodied voices until I play it back. Hopefully there might be something there. I'm going to let it run about 4 more minutes and see what possibly comes through. You're in the cemetery over there. I'll give you permission to come over to the pavilion and interact with us a little bit. Maybe come over and share your story, or come over and at least let us know that you are here.
Well, I'd like to get to know you, become friends, talk for a while. These devices, contraptions over on the table, if you get near them and speak loud and clear, we may be able to hear what you have to say when we play them back.
Is anyone here? I've heard the story that a long time ago that they thought that someone had passed away and they buried him only to find out that he was still alive. We're just trying to gather some information to see if any of these stories that we've heard are true or not.
I've also heard stories of a voodoo priest or priestess practicing voodoo in the area, possibly near the cemetery here. Could you tell us anything you may know about that?
They said that a curse was put on this cemetery. Is that true? I'm going to turn the recorder off. I'm going to get another little device out of my car here. I have another new device here I'm going to test out. It's kind of cool design, whoever came up with it. It's basically kind of like an EMF device that pick up energy around it or something that gets close to it. It's almost kind of like a PMB music box. The only difference is the PMB will activate on something that crosses its path as to where this has an antenna, and you know, something will have to touch the antenna or get close to a kind of almost like a REM pod or a K2 meter to activate it. I'm going to activate it now. One thing I like about this is it is loud. Okay, I'm going to move it over here on the table. Set it back here. Like I say, I'm not sure how accurate it is. I haven't tested it out to see if walkie-talkies or anything else will set it off. But I do know if something gets close to it, I mean, we can make them activate as to where some of our other devices, touching them is not going to make them activate like a REM pod does. So this is going to be more in lines, I think, kind of like a REM pod, you know. So, but this is what it does. It's kind of cool. Something gets close to it, it's going to open up, it's going to play music. Move it over there where it's inside of the camera. I had it blocked out by this case, which I'm going to move it over just a little bit. And naturally, I'm going to take the case off of it when I'm done with it. On EVP. I'm going to leave the power light here. And I'm also going to put out a cat ball. Now, I don't know if it activates, whether it's going to be able to be seen. Kind of looking through the camera. Yeah, okay. It's showing up. Let me move this box back again. I'm going to activate it one more time. Check it out in the camera. Yeah. It's a pretty cool design, whoever made it. Like I say, I'm not sure, you know, how accurate it's going to be. It's still early in the day, so you know, don't know if we'll get any activity until around dark time. But I do know that it doesn't matter whether it's nighttime, daytime, activity can still happen. I've been to places during the daylight hours and have gotten activity before. Most people say, nah, activity doesn't really happen until after dark. My opinion is that is not true, because, like I say, I've had activity happen during the daytime. So possibly something will come here and activate one of our devices. Little ball is pretty cool because it's something that's either going to have to be something touch it, make it move, or a vibration that will activate it. Because I know you can knock on the table and the vibration of it will make it activate. So we kind of depend on those quite a bit when they go off. Now I do know if you've been using it for a long period of time and the battery starts getting weak on it, it will just randomly start going off. Now if I see it where it's just going off, going off, going off, before I say that there's something interacting with it, I'll possibly switch it out with a different ball or move it to a different location. See if it still keeps doing what it was doing, going off just period or all the time, or whether it just doesn't go off again. It kind of debunks it, lets me know that it's not a defect or a malfunction with the ball. It's possibly something that is, manipulating it, interacting with it, causing it to go off. If there's anyone here, I have some little devices or toys that are sitting here on the table, right here in front of me. It's something you could use to let us know you're here, that you would like to communicate with us. If you're able to see us and hear us, could you possibly maybe make one of these devices activate for me? I went back through my archives, a lot of the videos that I have out over the past year.
Yes, sir.
And I reposted 3 of them back to come back on the channel. That'll come out over the next. Well, I got one that'll be coming out tonight, I believe.
Sweetness.
I have another one that's basically a talk video.
Yes, sir.
It just gives information on some of the things, some of the changes we're making, some of the devices, new devices we have.
Yes, sir.
Some of the questions that I've had people ask. Just a basic talk. And then after that, I have those 3 videos come out.
Yes.
They're ones that had quite a bit of views to them.
Right.
Unfortunately, I can't do
Haunted Hill House.
Haunted Hill House, since all that crap come up. But
we'll get that right off the tree for you.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
True, very true.
I say since all that come up, I'll never go back to that little cat ball on the end of the table going off.
Hello.
And if there's someone over there touching it, thank you very much. That's awesome. Can you do that again for me, please, just to let me know that you are there? Can you touch that ball one more time? Well, I know there is energy here. There are spirits here, but I believe a lot of them to be just residual.
Right.
Which they don't really know or recognize us being here.
Doing their thing throughout eternity.
They can't hear us.
Recorder playing itself.
If they're in the right area at the right time, going by our devices, they will activate them. So, in order for us to verify more that it is something more on the intelligence side, is by trying to get them to activate it a second time or even multiple times, or possibly activate one of our other devices. But I think what happened over there with that cat ball, that was possibly just a residual energy that was close to it. Because there is no power here
Cat ball again.
around us. Cat ball again.
Thank you.
Lights look like they're a little weak on it. They're not as bright as normal. Have to keep an eye on that. I may need to switch that ball out. So I'm going to go grab another one real quick.
Cat ball
just in
again.
case.
Cat ball again.
Yeah. Going off.
I got it from this angle, just in case.
I'm going to be like blackjack. I'm going to double down.
Cool.
I'm going to double down. Now, let's see if one goes off, if they both go off, which will be a little more verification.
True.
Oh, I don't know if that was shut off yet or not.
Not sure.
Okay, now it's off. Let's see if it activates. Or both of them. Would be pretty awesome if they both activated.
Totally. You know.
If you're here and you're able to see us and understand what we're saying, can you go over here to the table over here that I'm pointing to? It's got some little toy cat balls on there that light up, flashing colors. Or I got a little box over there. It almost looks like a coffin. I don't know if that's respectful to you or not. I apologize if it isn't. But it's something you can touch that little stick that's coming out of it,
Metal
and it'll
rod.
make it start playing music. Or there's another little device over there. It almost looks like a lamp or a lantern. If you get close to it, it'll start lighting up. And like I say, none of these things that we use is going to harm you at all.
Thank you for letting me
Well,
know.
one's going off, but not the other one, so. Don't know. Like I say, the lights are very dim on it, so it could be one that's
Well,
fixing to get retired. So if you want to steal a cat ball and keep it here to play with, take that one, please.
Oh.
Well, I would think if it was the cat ball that battery's going there is defective, it would just be constantly going off.
True.
But it's like it goes off a little bit, then stops and nothing for a little bit, and then it activates again. So. There's the other one going off now.
Yep.
Do you like those little balls over there? Those little toys? Can you make both of them go off at the same time? See if you can touch both of them. Yeah, there's no bug or anything over there around them that possibly touching them to make them activate or move them the slightest. It doesn't take much to set them off.
If you're a kid, could you lock both of those up for us? Brought them especially for y'all to play with.
Well, there is something here, because I'm feeling it,
You too?
because you get like a static charge.
Hair on your...
arm.
Oh,
Thank you.
that charge on my arm too, bro.
Yeah. There's a static energy, but like I say, I don't know that it's intelligent. I think it's more residual.
Right.
Just kind of here with us, walking around, and they just walk by those things every now and then, and the energy they put out will make them activate.
Oh, yeah. Got 4 in. The other one.
The other one?
The other one.
Oh, both of them. Both of them are going off. Awesome. That's pretty cool. That's amazing. Thank you very much. Oh,
Thank you so much.
I got
Static charge, man.
static charge and goosebumps and a chill down my back.
Oh,
And
yeah.
both of them went off, going off together.
Oh, yeah.
That is cool. You're doing great. Thank you.
We appreciate it.
If you like those, maybe you can come over here and touch this one over here. I got another one over here where I got this little box right there. If you touch that long stick on it, that's going to start playing some music. And it's going to open up. It's pretty cool. Go check it out. See if you can make it operate. Hard on the ears.
Makes me want to investigate a ball of aspirin.
That's 670.
K2.
Huh?
K2. What? Pussy?
Doing a Hertz test here, so that's what you're hearing. To see if it ramps up energy, brings in any energy at a certain frequency. It's not an air raid siren. Set at 700. Now, so we don't cross-contaminate or cross for a spirit setting, we'll set at K2 versus Hertz. $850. $800.
below 20 hertz. So on this information below 20 hertz and below is the vertical frequencies.
That's 330. It shows it'll go down to 1 hertz, up to 2200 hertz. It's not going down any lower than that.
Oh.
And it is. That's 150. That does. Try to remember what Harry said.
All right, good deal. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't have that thing going when all those lit up.
Yeah,
And they were all different colors.
Yeah.
That time I thought that was cool.
Sweet.
Catch it on the floor. Okay.
Getting a battery fluctuation here. There for a couple seconds. To fluctuate between full and 3/4. Is that typical of this type of camera?
Yeah, sometimes they do that. Guy's almost dead again.
Oh.
Okay, we'll get my other pack of batteries. Now the batteries are, they must be draining this shit.
They may be.
Yeah, we can do that.
Still shaking a little bit, grabbing the equipment up. Alrighty, let's walk around. Any kids buried out here? We could play a game of tag, possibly hide and go seek, which, I'm pretty sure you won't win the hide and go seek part. But yeah, maybe tag or King of the Mountain, maybe hot potato, perhaps. Pretty fun games. I used to play many years ago. So, any of y'all like to play a couple of games? I'm all for it. Oops, almost stepped on that headstone. Kind of an old musty smell of old cologne is the only way I could describe it that I'm smelling right here. Any spirits out of here? Hey, come hang out with us. Hearing something off this direction towards that other side. Meat locker freezing cold. The wrong end of the tracks. Ooh, excuse me. Damn. Well, if any spirits wanted to enjoy some gospel Christian music, hey, walk with me over to the pavilion. It's gorgeous, beautiful, holy music. If you enjoy it, hey, come join us.
down so we might be able to see the light on the screen from the car. We got the pretty clear shot light straight through. Something check that out, and we can turn around and record. How much coin going to put you? Timestamp's only showing a minute. Well, that's because it just started. Yeah, I did not do it. I did a file. I'm a good player if you can't do it that way. Now we're just doing a little bit of research, filming and documenting that places like this, cemeteries and old houses and buildings, they still have like a spirit energy around them after someone passes away. And we're asking for your help if you could come and maybe activate some of our little toys or devices, like the two I have setting up over here on this headstone. Now these devices will not hurt you in any way. We're not here to disrespect you or hurt you. We're just here asking for your help to help us prove to the world that your energy still lives on. This little ball right here, it lights up flashing different colors. If you get close to it, touch it, knock it off, whatever you're able to do, it'll start flashing different colors. This box right here, what it does, this metal stick is sticking up out of it right there. If you get close to it, touch it, it's going to start playing some music. It's a little loud, but it will not hurt you. It's just one way that you can show us that you're around. It's a way for you to be able to communicate with us. So if you would, please come over and use a little bit of your energy. If you need energy, you can take it from this device right here. It's a camera. If you want your voice to be heard, you can talk into it, and possibly we'll be able to hear what you have to say. If you can see me and hear my voice and would like to communicate with us, all you have to do is let us know. And you can do that by those devices right there sitting on top of that headstone, those ones I just showed you. Make them activate. And we'll know that you are here. And possibly you might want to have a conversation with us. Maybe tell us your story. Tell us your name. Maybe you have a message you would like to get to someone else. And possibly we can help you. I have some other devices set up over here at the pavilion. Feel free to come over there with us and maybe let us know you're there by, activating some of those devices. I'm going to leave this here and I'm going to walk back over there, so feel free to come over and check them out. Maybe activate them, make them work, whatever you're able to do. Maybe you can move that little toy ball on top of the headstone or knock it off of there. That would be pretty cool. Whatever you're able to do to let us know that you are still around. We would love that. So feel free to check out any of those little toys right there. Nobody playing with the music box yet?
don't humor me on this talk. Just outside the box
I'm
back
kind of
here.
wondering if I'm even going to need an IR for close range,
Right.
because that's lit up pretty good.
Here in a little while, or here
Put
later
one on
on.
there just in case you come back next time.
Oh yeah.
Battery's still about half.
But here later on, if we have settings for the static cam, I was thinking maybe these two module in, which will call ourselves into our maybe set a couple of trigger objects or what have you. Oh, there's a gonna roll on. Just thought, that's a cat ball. I'm going to stay up over on the system.
I don't know. I need to make a noise on my camera trying to get the IR on here. Come on, camera, bitch. There you go. That's my finger right there in front of the camera, so that's not a shadow figure in the corner. Yeah, it is. I see a shadow figure. My finger.
Set this up over here next to
It's got one right there.
Oh, okay, I didn't see it. Totally, like I say.
Okay, I'm not going to turn that IR on because I don't need it yet, but when it gets darker, we'll probably have to double check
Alright.
to see if we need to do that.
Oh, that was good. Nope.
Oh,
Cat ball? No, never mind.
it's over there. We shouldn't be putting
No,
it
we
on.
didn't. You're right. Interesting.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That has that big of a range, huh?
Yeah.
Right?
Very good.
Well, we ended this night, and after reviewing over the footage of what happened that night, we kind of decided we were going to come back a second night. There's some other things I want to try to see what will happen. We did have some activity there at the pavilion, not a lot, but you know, we had the cat ball go off a few times, which I do believe that was residual energy. And then I'm not too sure, I kind of did a Hertz test of the different frequencies up and down, and see if that might ramp up some energy in the atmosphere, if it would draw any spirits kind of over there where we were at. But I did have the tripwire. It seemed like after that it started activating several times. Different patterns. It wasn't the same thing happening, you know, it was just different frequency, you know, a couple lights go off or all of them go off, change of multiple colors would go off, but I also think that that was more or less residual energy too. It's just something there around the table that was setting those things off. I did a EVP session, but didn't seem like I got anything come back through it. So to me, we weren't making any type of communication with something intelligent. Now, I did set up a couple static cams out in the cemetery. One of them didn't seem like anything happened there, but at the other one, at one point, The cat ball went off a couple times. A little while later, it was almost like, it sounded like something that had tapped the camera or touched the camera at the same time a cat ball went off. But, you know, like I say, again, once I think it's just residual energy what we were picking up on that night. You know, there is energy there, you know, because I can feel it around me. I sense its presence, but, you know, I don't think it's anything on the intelligence side, and more residual. I do find that a lot of the cemeteries we go to, that's what it seems to be, mostly residual energy. Every once in a while, we will come across an intelligent spirit that will communicate with us a little bit. So we just never know what's going to happen at these cemeteries. But nevertheless, we do want to go back second night. Like I say, I have some thoughts of trying some different things. Don't know if we'll make any kind of communication with anything intelligent, but you know, we're going to try more static cams. We're going to move them around to different areas, see what happens. We're going to try to do something a little bit at the pavilion differently, see what happens there. You know, we've got some new devices, and you know, we're just kind of testing them out to see if anything's going to manipulate them, interact with them. You know, try to figure out what is easiest for them to work with. Now, I do know there's no power in this cemetery whatsoever. It's out in the middle of nowhere. I do hear a little bit of sounds, you know, from traffic way down the road, but these cameras do pick up sound off in a long distance, as well as you know, airplane or jet flying over top. We hear the animals, birds and frogs and everything else, you know, but we kind of hoping that possibly we might hear some disembodied voices throughout some of the footage. But anyways, you know, hope you enjoyed this video. Watch for this next one. It'll be coming out shortly. Hey, Ghost Gang, stay spooky.